Alright guys, I have the greatest idea for a match. This will be the hottest match. Probably the best match that you'll want to see. Schoolboy versus Vovoda. King of the table, East versus West. Make it happen.
It looks like the loss against Devon didn't demotivate Dennis too much, and he's already started his training for his upcoming Supermatch. Hello arm wrestling fans, in today's video we are going to discuss Schoolboy's recent Supermatch against the Korean champion. Then we'll discuss Denis Cyplenkov's recent practice pull footage and his upcoming plans as per Iron Rating YouTube page. Then we'll discuss Artem Morozov's current shape. Is he prepared enough to beat Alex Kordecha? Matt Mask's response for the first time after his loss against Frank Lamparelli at East vs West 10. RVJ has responded to Devon Larratt. Zurab Tavebridze has a message for everyone. And finally, the matches that have been announced for Knuckles Up event. Few days ago, Schoolboy dominated the Korean champion Hyo-min Ji. That's the same guy who beat Brad Grundy. If you don't know who Brad Grundy is, Brad recently won his super match at East vs West. So that kind of once again legitimizes and kind of establishes the level and current power of this young champion Schoolboy. People underestimate him way too much, and I think some part of that has to do something with the jealousy factor because Schoolboy is that much popular than everyone else. And about Korean arm wrestling, it looks like they have many Korean champions. Sometimes Joo Min-kyun is the champion. Sometimes Baek Seong-yeol, who is going to face Ryan Bowen, is the champion. There could be two reasons for that. Either they are going back and forth against each other, they are very close in level, or there are more than one federations in Korea which has different champions, and that could be the explanation for that. Even Devon Larratt said that Schoolboy versus Vovoda is the hottest match and King of the Table should make it happen. And I kind of do agree with that. I was replying to some comments saying that Vovoda versus Schoolboy can be a good match. I think Schoolboy can be at Vovoda's level. The level which Vovoda brought against John Brzezinski at King of the Table. If he has improved since then, which I highly doubt because I do believe his motivation, unlike Denis Cyplenkov, was really down after that loss and he didn't really train that much. So Schoolboy versus Vovoda can be a great match. Denis Cyplenkov was seen practicing with some low-level local guys in his gym. His motivation was high, he didn't look depressed or sad. Iron Rating uploaded this post. Winter is the most difficult time for me at work, Denis told us secretly. Denis plans to undergo a small medical examination in the near future, as he said in the True Power interview as well. Arm is okay after last arm fight with Devon. Training is in progress. Thursday was the traditional day of the fight, Denis clarified. Maybe he was talking about the recent practice pull footage that was uploaded on Arm Olymp channel, where he was doing his traditional low gripping and top rolling thing. Well, we are waiting for Denis to announce the date of the new arm fight and a new opponent. Are we waiting for it? So the new match, it was announced by Engin Terzi as well. Well, not really announced. He was asking a question to the members of the arm wrestling community who they want to see against Denis next. And surprisingly, most people voted for the loser of Hermes versus Vitali match. I kind of disagree with that. I think both Hermes and Vitali are going to beat Denis, and at this point of time, if he loses another match, the hype is going to completely crash. I want to see Denis winning at least 2 matches before he can take a match in which he has about 50% or more chances of losing. And Denis has changed his style of arm wrestling. Devon said that he changed it for good, but now after watching that match, I kind of disagree with that. Because traditionally he was cupping with his fingers, going sideways, too much side pressure. If he ran into some trouble, then hit the King's move, pronate out and beat the opponent. That was working well for him. Right now he has lost some mass and his top roll can work against a lot of people, but some tall arm top rollers may cause him some difficulty. And I think Denis can greatly benefit from doing his traditional old days heavy lifting stuff, the bench press, the shoulder press, the bicep curls. If he does that, his arm size is going to increase and I think he's going to be better on the table. But lifting that much weight could be dangerous for the vessels once again. He could have similar problems that he had back in 2019. Artem Morozov has recently posted another physique update, and to be honest, he's looking way better than the previous one. On October 18th, he uploaded a YouTube short in which he was kind of looking skinny. Someone asked him his current weight at that time and he replied 118 kilos. In this video, in this photo, I think he's looking somewhere around 122, 123, which is around 270 pounds, and he's getting better. Is he at peak shape yet? Well, clearly not. Is he going to face Alex Kordecha in January? I hope not, as a fan of Artem Morozov. As a fan of arm wrestling, I would love to see that competition, but I don't really think that Morozov has any chance of beating Alex Kordecha's pronation in January. I would love to see that match if it happens in April and not as soon as East vs West 11. Matt Mask shared his thoughts after the East vs West event and his loss to Frank Lamparelli for the first time on his YouTube page. My match didn't quite go as I thought it was gonna go. It went the actual complete opposite of how I thought it was going to go. I didn't really think he was going to take my hand as well as he did. He played very smart game. And Matt also said that maybe we are going to see him back at King of the Table very soon. It is going to be exciting, but Matt's record at East vs West is terrible. He seems to be on an unending, unbreakable losing streak. But he did win his match at King of the Table, so I guess inviting him back once again at the same event makes sense. Forgot to add one thing, guys. This guy, Frank Lamparelli, positive person, always smiling, great performance at East vs West 10, beating Matt Mask, not being appreciated enough. I think he should be getting many more chances. Just like Agle Vaitkute, most dominant performer at East vs West 10, not being appreciated enough. Ivan Metushenko, many others. I think we need to respect and, more importantly, talk more about these guys. RVJ has responded to Devon Larratt's comments about a potential match between himself and Schoolboy. RVJ said that I do not agree with some of the predictions that were saying that Schoolboy is going to beat Rob 5 pins to 0. I predicted that, and Sarah Backman also predicted that in the Devon Larratt video. RVJ wasn't too particularly happy about that. He said that the score will be different. And he also commented on Schoolboy being a killer back in the days when he beat Schoolboy, which is kind of true, but at the same time very false as well. Schoolboy is around 23 years old right now, and back then in 2018 he was what, 18 years old? So you just cannot say that the 18-year-old version and the 23-year-old version, which is much heavier by the way, is about the same or very close. I don't think they are the same person anymore, and Schoolboy has improved a lot. So the prediction stays 5-0 Schoolboy. Zurab Tavebridze few days ago uploaded a post on his Instagram, and he kind of reminded us not to forget about him because he was the previous AMC champion of the 95 kg division before he broke his arm. This is what Zurab said: if you miss a foot and miss the rhythm, they will forget you immediately. So he's kind of motivated and he's training well. He's started posting photos and physique updates on his Instagram page. Cannot wait to see him back at the table once again. Knudckles Up has announced almost all of his matches for the January event, and here are the matches. Please like the video and subscribe.